and I fell from grace.
And boom, what's up, everybody? Almost caught me off guard there. Kind of, I knew the show was coming on, but yet I had my head down. Wasn't paying attention. So yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on when you're listening. Copperhead Road podcast, live on Rumble, live on YouTube, live all over the world, worldwide, as I think the kids say at times. Um, yeah. Matter of fact, I got an email today saying you guys are worldwide, aren't you? I said yes. So it's official. Boom, worldwide. I'm your boy Footer. Got my man Rex. Got Jen behind the glass.
What's up, money makers?
Yo, what's up? What's up? And yeah, ready to rock and roll. Got a little cobwebs in the brain right now. Yeah, I was up early doing a few things. Got my two stuff squared away. And I got in maybe about a half hour ago. Figured we were going to do the show. Wasn't sure. Kind of like laid down. Actually felt like a little comfortable. Didn't snooze, but like just like, I was still fully clothed. I just did the old lay on the bed for a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, kind of gotten, and something I had was listening to something in the background, and all of a sudden, you texted me, and I was like, ooh. Was I kind of sleeping? I don't know if I was sleeping because I just remember what the guy said on the fucking show. You know what I mean? I was listening to, but I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I better fucking get up. So I said, you're like, we going? I was like, yeah, we do it now or later. But if you said later, I was gonna be like, boop, phone off. I'm staying right in this position. I don't know if it's gonna be good for another fucking 15 minutes or 3 hours. But either way, I was fine with it. Because yeah,
the fucking voodoo that happens with sleep in general, like, there's just so much that odd things happen, like real life will mix with dreams. You'll be doing like what you do, taking a nap or whatever, and you hear the TV going and you're like, well, it's only been 10 minutes, and then you look up and it's like 4 hours, but you're like, wait a minute, I've been listening to this in real time and everything makes sense. There's a lot of strangeness that just around sleep or whatever. I think we should maybe abolish sleep in general because there's just not enough that we know about it to really be partaking in it.
Yeah, and another thing too, though, that makes me nuts is like I don't remember, I guess, growing up or other than doing some sort of like drugs or whatever and being on like some sort of a bender. Like sleep was never like an issue. You know what I mean? It was like fucking. I get whatever. Like when you're a kid, your bedtime is at fucking 9 o'clock. By 9:15, you're out. You know what I mean, or whatever. You wake up. It's just. I mean, I guess maybe it is like I get, your brain and so much to worry about, but I find myself like I could be exhausted, and I'm laying there. I can't fucking fall asleep. You know what I mean? I can't stand it. Colonel, what's up, buddy? Colonel said, I always woke up with back pain when I slept over my Uncle Joe's place. Yeah. In the middle. He's like, I had weird dreams about whiskey breath and whiskers. On my rubbing up against the back of my head, on the back of my neck,
sleeping on fence posts.
Yeah, it's all a bad dream, boy. All a bad dream, little man. He wakes up. Oh, my hiney hurts. This is weird. It's terrible. Open up the show with fucking sodomy on it. Jesus.
Well, Donald's gonna have something to say about that. Just so you know.
Not me though. Me specifically.
Oh, of course. You're talking about sodomy, and you're supposed to be going to Jesus. And
put it this way: there's two things with this. And I was gonna say off the air, but I don't. You know me. I don't care. Well, maybe I don't because I'm apparently. It's got Donald has got to be someone from either our Twitter past, okay. And would you like to know reasons? I got a few reasons even now why more, but now I could be totally wrong as well.
Yeah.
But and like, listen, I'm not even saying this is like right, wrong, or indifferent, right? But this goes for any listener. This goes to my parents, my sisters, my children, my girl. Like, I'm not saying I was this terrible person because by no means I wasn't. With that being said, whether I was terrible, not terrible, like the person I was, right, and the person I am now are two different people. Now, that doesn't, like I said, that doesn't mean like I was bad then and I became this now good person. Nope, not at all. but without a doubt, different. Okay, it just is what it is from how I feel, and then if I bring it to the biblical sense of how it is when you do find Christ, that He does give you a new heart and you become a good person. You know what I mean? If that's the case, great. Then it's panning out, right? But like I'm honestly, the one thing that I've noticed, like for me, like I don't feel like guilt or shame or anything from the past that I may have. You know what I'm saying? And genuinely should have. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I've paid that penance for so long. You know what I'm saying? And maybe to other people, and believe me, I tell you if it was something big, it's not. You know what I mean? But just little things in life when you go you regret or you wish you made different decisions, blah 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 blah. Like I beat myself up to such a fault for so long over things like that. And again, I guess by the grace of God, however it is, again, you attribute to what you guys want to, because if you're not a believer, you wouldn't get it. But I'm telling you, I'm a different person. And I don't, if you want to bring up something I did in 2021, go ahead, but you're not going to wound me by it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is. Sorry.
And again,
I've paid the penance for it. And if I haven't apologized to you, let me make it really clear. I am so sorry for anybody that I've done wrong or hurt in my life. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I'm done like holding on to that type of deal.
And again, I don't care about what anything that anybody has to say about us or the show or whatever. Like that doesn't bother me. What bothers me with this individual in particular, and again, we'll just say individual because we don't know who it is, but I have a problem when they're starting, they attempt to, I'm not saying that they're getting anywhere, but they attempt to derail somebody who is clearly on a path to a better place. I don't understand the mentality. It comes off as very much demonish. I again, you know, ragging on somebody, whatever, but like if somebody's on the road to alcoholic recovery, drugs, not being homeless, moving into a place,
mental health issues, whatever, right?
Out of a relationship into a good one, whatever, like whatever it is, any impotence or an attempt at, well, you know what, it actually brings up another, you see this a lot in the Black community where, you know, everybody's a little bit downtrodden. You get this one guy that's trying to make good or whatever, and then the entire community attacks him for being an Uncle Tom or some ridiculous thing. I don't understand the mentality of trying to tear somebody down who's trying to do better.
Right. And I texted you, like we don't have we both have access to the account, but you know, like I don't know if you answer somebody back, you don't know if I reply to somebody back. So I had looked to see any of the comments and looked at what the episode was doing, and I saw you had wrote that long thing to them. And I texted you immediately and said, thank you. It was really nice of you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for, you know, like, I almost felt you were coming to like my aid. Now again, I'm Jesus, like, I don't know what I can do. Well, you know, I don't have to. My yes is my yes, my no is my nose. But, like, I'm not wounded by anything. Like maybe I should be, but I'm just not, you know. So like you coming to my aid, I appreciated it, but like I told you, like it wasn't necessary. But thank you, that was really sweet of you and nice of you. But I would love to know. Maybe it is because I have tried so hard to be a different person. You know what I'm saying? And I guess not tried hard, but I've made sure I don't lie about something. And I'm not saying that my lies that I did were big, if I've ever lied, you know what I'm saying, or little. It's not the point. My point is I try to be very upfront about things, and deal with the consequences as is. You know what I'm saying? So if I have a problem, I say it. You're not going to like to hear it. Or guess what? I say nothing, but it really doesn't bother me. I don't carry it anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so this person continues to call me like a liar, and I wonder. I'm just curious to know. And if I've lied, out me. Come on, you have like who does that? I'm saying to you, out me. You say you're not gay. I have video of you sucking a dick. Okay, play it. Because but you know, like my point, like Yeah, Jen, pull that. Can you? We're gonna get some media asset. That's actually. I think it's Good Times Footsie Bear. Is it labeled? Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, but
yeah.
my point is, number one, I know it's not there. Because it's not the case, and I'm not a liar. So my point is, like, there's nothing, like, I whatever. You can pull up anything in my past. I will not feel wounded about it. Like, I don't feel. So my point is, like, when they say I'm a liar, I wonder what they think I'm lying about. They think we're lying about. Like, do you really think I didn't make that music that you hear? Do you really believe it's AI and it wasn't me? You're insane. You're just wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else do I talk about on here that would be a lie? You know what I'm saying? My Christianity? Are you kidding me? Like, I'm not very good at it, for crying out loud. And but geez, I do nothing but try to, like, I'm 99.9% of the content I watch is Christian oriented or something to better myself or learn more about scripture, or you understand what I'm saying, or faith, or apologetics, or so. So I don't quite know what someone would think that I'm being dishonest about. Is it our numbers? Would you want us to? You want to see the numbers of what we do? Numbers. But my point is, I'm just making shit up that I can think of that what I could possibly be considered a liar about. You know what I'm saying? If you want to say, oh, in 2021, you went and said blah 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 blah. Okay. I'm not gonna say. Have I never lied? What you're gonna look at me and tell me you never lied? Jen's gonna say she never lied. It's bullshit. Everybody's imperfect. You know what I'm saying? And again, not saying you're liars, but this person seems to keep bringing up like I'm a liar, but yet has no evidence to back that up. And I'm saying I'm not sitting there going, okay, well, don't bring up this one. Bring it up. Bring anything. I challenge you. Put my life out there. I don't care. Like, there's nothing. I'm not scared or wounded by anything. You can know where I live. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Rex, you know, you guys are more private, and as you should be. I don't care. Like, I'm not frightened. There's like, I have zero like worry in the world as far as that. Any worries I have is, you know, financially being where you want to be in life. You know, think normal fucking adult shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as like being a liar, that's absolutely fucking horseshit. You know what I mean? And again, I won't address it again, but it just and then when we made a comment on how funny and how almost the comment about the hair cutting comment was, it's very unique, by the way, to the way that Rex, myself, and a bunch of people that we've always interacted with back in the day, on how we would apply our, what do you call it, trolling or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's very unique to that. And you're gonna tell me the last one wasn't a try too hard? Did you see the last one that they did? It felt like a try too hard in our crew type of deal. Something about like, how's it feel being the only guy, black guy at the mud boggers or something?
Yep.
Like that's something like honestly, if I didn't know you, I would say you're that person. You know my point? Like, that was you in 2011 type of deal. Like poking the bear, but in a witty way sometimes. I mean, obviously not all the way. I mean, you're better than that, meaning you're more talented as a troller. But you know my point, like,
this weekend is the debate, isn't it?
Yes. Oh yeah. Bro.
Oh. Yeah, well, I think he was just being funny, but yeah, we are having the debate this weekend, Saturday at 11:30 with Bakwash and Veronix Gaming.
Well, here's how bad my life is. I have been looking forward to this thing. You think I'm kidding? I canceled all plans. Like, I won't be doing anything in the morning, coming back to like, I'm thinking about, like, I almost think about maybe getting a different setup in here so I can relax. Like, I'm so looking forward to this debate. You have no idea. I'm so excited for fucking Veronix and Bakwash to go at it.
Yeah, it should be good. I'm hoping they can kind of stick to some kind of a topic, but we'll mediate as we go along or moderate, whatever. You know, you were talking about religion and following the right path. I guess so was I. But I don't know if you saw it, but did you see Hassan Piker is doing this road tour thing, and there's this clip going around of him singing some kind of an AI song and mentioning Charlie Kirk in a derisive light and the gospel in a derisive light. There's nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. If you want, yeah, if there's something specific, I can try
No,
pulling it up
it
on the
wasn't
fly
even
on
it
the
wasn't
thing.
it wasn't even that, but I was thinking about how distasteful it is, just in general. It was sort of a thought experiment that I was going through, but how distasteful it is that the left can celebrate a death, of a rival or things or whatever. But I started to think about it, and I'm like, well, let's just for thoughts, let's just say that a similar fate were to befall like Hassan Piker, for example. God forbid. Never want that to happen. Let me put that out there. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, how would I feel if that were to happen? Now, of course, I don't have, I do have tact, and I would not come on the show and be happy about it, celebrate it, things or whatever. But I can't say that my initial reaction would be sorrow or
I've no, I know exactly what you mean, and not this is not in a negative way. I've thought of certain, not specifically to this situation, but of different things that annoyed me about somebody doing, and then looking back and be like, you know what? Okay, you know what? I can see Rex taking this approach. You know what I mean? And me kind of having to be like, dude, why do we have to take that approach? Look, and not meaning not even in a negative way, just so trying to be like, you know what? Okay, I can see everybody's not going to be like me, but again, doesn't make either side right. You know what I mean? Like, just because I can understand it and agree with it, but it's something I want to do on the show, and I think I have been, is really try to understand everybody's position. So
yeah, because I mean there are so many things to dislike about Hassan Piker. Not only his rhetoric, which is bad enough, but his position in life where he was silver spoon through his whole life. He's even what he does now was subsidized to get him to a point where he's making his own money. He dresses like he's wearing his dad's clothes. He doesn't have smart intellectual takes on things. It's very surface level. Obviously the communism and the socialism aspects of it are terrible. But his again celebration of saying that America deserved 9/11 and again his adulation and happiness over Charlie Kirk, like that kind of stuff is inexcusable. And if he were to no longer be in this life, again I would show all deference and respect outwardly, but I don't believe that inwardly I would feel the same.
yeah. No, I no. Again, that's why. Well, we've talked about it, and we've actually had it out on the show. That real quick. What's up, Cassidy? What's going on, bro? By the way, everybody, he's gonna come hang with us either soon, maybe today, whenever he wants. He's gonna call and he's gonna talk about his. He's got a show called End of Watch. It's called End of Watch Conversations, I believe is the exact name of the podcast. Really cool podcast. They've done it a little bit, but they're kind of getting into it and getting serious about it now. So yeah, we'll talk more about him. But what's up to Cassidy? What's up, brother? Mud Butter, one of our favorite trolls, is in chat today. What's up? What's up, Butts? What's up, Mud Butt? And then Colton Clark, what's up, gang? Gang. What's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mud
man.
Butter is talk about gaslighting, talking about how there's no worry about communism, socialism, however you want to paint it, and you can sit there and try to divide the differences between the two. There isn't any. And again,
well, let me do this quick. Let me do this. Let me grant you they're very, very, very similar. Okay? I'm going to grant you that they're very similar. Both communism and socialism is very similar. All right? I'll grant that to you. You ready? They both are terrible. They don't now. You want to scale down the United States to 1/3 of the population, keep it nice and homogenized. You know what? Then let's talk. Then let's reevaluate this. But we're not Scandinavia. You know what I'm saying? We're not this little lily white country. You know what I'm saying? That's able to just package up everything to a nice little box and let everybody, boo, let me pick from the box. It's gonna be so fucking nice. Look. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so now we're gonna go how? How is it not the same? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, let me ask you this. Can I throw it back on you? How is it? No, meaning on him. How is it the same? Is what I want to. How is it the same? Rex, what do you want to do with this? What buddies? You want to go with this for a little bit and have fun with him?
Yeah, I mean, my take on it is okay. I'll even grant you say socialism and communism, and I assume you're specifically saying that communism isn't, but maybe socialism is. Okay, I'll grant you that. Say I misspoke. I'm sorry, I said communism. I meant socialism. That's the problem. Let's put that on the table. Okay. Now let's even say socialism is not a problem, and it's such a small, minute, section of the populace. We don't have to worry about it. I'll even grant you that. Let me ask you a question. Do you think that the lack of enthusiasm over capitalism is a bad thing?
Oh, well, I know what he's going to say. So this is what he just said. Would you agree maybe socialism or communism died with the natives in America? I'm not tracking.
Yeah, I mean, that's not. And they're not natives. They're savages. Socialism becomes communism after they kill the people to take their stuff. Yeah, I mean, and ultimately that's the problem. Is even if you're going to let in socialism, it always ends up in communism. Always.
Yeah, I love that. I love that, Colton. Even if I did, whether I agreed even if I didn't agree, I just like the fact that you fucking you fucking locked in. You said, "Oh, what's the difference? Let me tell you," and you locked the fuck in, Colton. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, Mud Butters.
They were here before, so natives.
Yeah, Mud Butters. Real quick though, step out of your TP and get some fresh air.
Yeah.
Okay, and relax a little bit. What are you, big native all of a sudden? What are you, big casino? What are you doing? Guys, big reservation over here.
And we can't really call them natives because they came here from Asia. So there is no, if we're going to actually use the native as a term, there are no natives of North America because they came from Asia. So
yeah, great little restaurant used to be by me called Three Natives. Yeah, well, white guys, go figure. Most are taking it over. Am I right, Mud Butters?
Yeah,
probably kick those right out of there.
With can you say wheels and horses?
Can you say that?
Smallpox. Why not?
Can you say on TikTok? I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah. Bet you can. Good luck finding communism in America in 2026. Well, no luck needed because I'm not looking for it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I thought your position was that socialism. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you just jumping on the fact that Rex was making the comparison between socialism and communism? So was that you're like, oh, I found an in, without just running in here and yelling big orange man bad. Yes, that's the point. Okay. Well, no, I'm not saying there's communism right now, but is it not? Well, let me ask you this. Is there socialism going on right now, or a let me give you. I'll even grant you this. Is there a perceived notion that people want socialism? Look, I believe Cassidy's from New York, right? He could probably tell you. As a matter of fact, he was actually probably even on the job, when and saw a lot of different shifts in that city when it became a lot more liberal. I bet he'd have a bunch of fucking stories. You know what I mean? I would have no doubt that he would. And by the way, again, if you just checking in, if you just look up End of Watch Conversations. My boy Cassidy has a kick-ass podcast, very, very informative, but it's new. So you got to let them grow a little bit. Let them find their fucking, let them find their flow,
End of Watch. It's a show about watches. He actually was a Casio, and his name is Cassidy. It's great. I would definitely take a look at it.
Yeah, and it's actually the original name, End of Watch. What happened is him and his buddy, they just had enough about time. They were fed up with time.
Yeah,
is what it was.
Sure.
And they're like, you know what? Next guy I see fucking wearing a watch, I'm slapping the shit out of him. Next thing you know, they go around vigilante style, just slapping the shit out of anybody that's wearing a fucking watch. All right, shit didn't go well for them. They said, you know what? Let's pull this back. All right.
Yeah.
Let's not attack people for wearing wristwatches. But what we'll do is we'll start a fucking podcast. Anti-fucking wristwatch. May go pocket watch, but they're not sure yet.
That was what I was going to say. They still will cast a bombastic side eye to a pocket watch. And I
True.
don't
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Fucking pretentious. Could you imagine actually having a pocket watch?
I guarantee you, there's a slew of them in fucking Brooklyn. Some hipster shitbag.
That's true.
Rocking a fucking with their fancy fucking. Let me tell you something. Motherfucker, if you're a family member and I got a fucking. If I need to get like beard butter and put that in your stocking during Christmas, I'm gonna knock this shit out of you. I don't want you having to fucking worry about taking care of your beard or your fucking mustache, yo.
All right, let's back up a little bit on the beard quality products. Okay, let's just take it easy.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know you have a little sign. Maybe it's not as easy to handle. Boom, and Cassidy said in chat, he's like, I am the pocket watch punisher. It's true. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the lesser known homicidal maniacs of New York.
Yeah. It's true. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is important. I can't let this Rex, please. Mud butter, this is going to be good. I can feel it. It's probably loving. What are you going to say here? You two aren't very bright, I see. Oh, well, shit. That didn't start out the way I thought it would. Well, let me read it again. Maybe I just misread. You two aren't very bright, I see. Shit.
Hang on. I'll just turn up my brightness. Here we go.
All right. Just power tripping off insults and calling other people savages aren't white, basically.
That's painting with a broad brush.
Yeah. I was gonna say look. Can I say you're 100% wrong on maybe you saying it? Maybe not 100%, but that really is kind of. I think we're a little more macro, a little more micro than that. And first of all, let's be realistic. It's hey, mud butter between me and you. It's the one of us. You know what I mean, pal? I don't know if it's really the both of us. I don't think it should be you guys. You know what I mean? So let's maybe you should rewrite that. The one guy with the beard's not very bright. You know what I mean? That would be Rex. That you could start with.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Nobody would believe you, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Veronix Gaming's in chat right now. He's so
perfect.
pissed.
Veronix, please hang out. I specifically created a would you rather for you. So stick around.
Wow. But why are they shadow banning Veronix Gaming? Well, I'll tell you, I haven't seen Glenn Lowry. I haven't seen a bunch of people yet.
Glenn was in the usually last time.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
And Barney Bell, the chat regulars. As long as they're getting in, I know that notifications are coming through.
Colton Clark, you guys care to hear about my mouth pain story? No, I'm a show late. I could even throw in a new CK theory, but only for 20 minutes. Yeah, please join.
Yes, I do. First of all, I do want to hear about your mouth pain story because I'm telling you, I can totally, I feel for you, my man.
And I want to hear your Calvin Klein theory.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you did there. Veronix Gaming says, nice try. Nice, I'll try. I'm with my son today because I switch work days with my boss. Nice. Well, I want you to have fun with the young fella. I mean, maybe plop him in front of the old YouTube. Let him get a gander at old Footsie Bear. You know what I mean?
We could do the would you rather quickly for him if you want. Or we can pressure later if he doesn't want to. If you want to do it later, it's up to you.
Yeah. Well, what's his favorite subject? We'll do the show. We'll do the show for him today. Fuck everybody else. Yeah. Can we cuss?
Oh, his son's 2, so we get to say whatever the hell he wants. He's not going to listen.
Yeah, that's true. What are you worried about? You fucking give the kid a fucking put it in front of the TV.
Yeah, I mean, his
You know what I
dad's
mean?
a godless savage anyway. He's already got his work ahead of him.
You know what? That's true. You're not a very nice man, Veronix. But again, hopefully, the mother is a lot more. Let's just say, what's the word I'm looking for? Not a psychopath.
Sociopath. Get it right.
Sociopath, lunatic. Right.
Mm.
Well, either way, welcome aboard, Veronix son. Welcome aboard.
Yeah, the way I distinguish it is that sociopaths don't care what anybody thinks. Psychopaths care what everybody thinks.
I like that.
Yeah, here's Colton. What's up, Colton? How are you?
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Colton, we got you, buddy. What's up? Great beard, dude.
Oh, I appreciate it. Honestly, my hair is actually a lot shorter than it normally is. Normally, I actually got a big, giant, curly afro.
So you look like Queso.
Yeah.
A lot of people give me the what's his name, the painter guy, Bob Ross.
Oh, okay. Well, but no more afro though.
Yeah. See, what happens is I let it grow, and I just don't really care until it starts touching my eyes, and then it's all gone. So it's as long as possible till I have to get another haircut.
That's funny, dude.
Well,
you heard the show about my mouth pain, right?
Yeah. So I was listening to it yesterday while I was mowing the lawn, and it just made me think right about my situation. I think it was maybe about 2.5 years ago. Now kids, don't do drugs. I did some mushrooms one day, and I woke up the next morning, and I'm like, man, my mouth hurts really, really bad. Like my tongue specifically. And so I'm like, what the heck's going on? And eventually, maybe 2 or 3 days later, at first when I looked at it, it just looked like a normal tongue. And man, I wish I could get a picture to you guys, because man, it ends up turning black. And I'm thinking, what will eventually?
Wait, hold on, wait. You cut out. You kind of right at the part you go. It ended up turning, and then you cut out.
Sorry about that. So it ends up turning like black and purplish, and I'm thinking like at this point, and then it's still an insane amount of pain. So at this point, I finally end up going to an urgent care. I hate health insurance. I don't go to the doctor. I try not to go to the doctor as much as I can. So I just end up going to urgent care.
Let me ask you a question. Did you have any other symptoms other than a discolored tongue? Did it hurt, or was there anything else, fever, or anything like that?
Just extreme pain in the tongue, and it eventually turned black and purplish. And it's like really swollen and everything, obviously. And so I go to the doctor, and they end up finding out. Well, actually, no, I ended up just kind of ignoring it for a little bit. I went to the doctor, and I told him what happened. And when I told him what happened, I was honest with them. You should always be honest to your doctors. And so I told him that I did mushrooms beforehand. And my mom suspects that because I said that, he gave me 0 pain medication.
Fuck yeah. He's probably going to an addict.
Yeah, exactly. So they thinking that I'm like chasing drugs or something when I'm just in severe pain. So I get zero stuff, and I just kind of ignore it for a while. I just ignore it, and eventually, finally, the pain's starting to go away. And you know how I told you it was getting all black and blue?
Yeah.
All that started to peel off.
Oh, come on.
Holy fuck. Dude, wait, okay, but hold on. Let me rewind a little bit here. So one thing though is, so when you went to the doctor and you told him, okay, we get it, he wasn't going to give you pain medication, but like, did he give you any idea of what it could be? I mean, because at that point you have to at least be going like, all right, look, I mean, is my tongue going to fucking fall off? What are we doing?
Yeah. So he told me that he believed that maybe I had some sort of allergic reaction to the mushrooms, is what he originally thought.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, what a mushroom is a fungus, so maybe some sort of a okay.
So it kind of made sense.
I'm going E. coli infection. That's what I'm going.
And so the shit starts peeling off, and then it starts hurting even worse. And then, like, it just feels like it just freshly just happened after all this stuff's peeling off. And so I'm in all this pain. I deal with it. and then maybe like eventually it goes away. My tongue goes back to normal. Everything's fine now.
How
And
long? How long did it take?
oh, jeez, I want to say from start to peel was about 2 weeks.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And-
First of all,
and
you're
then-
a fucking lunatic for not like. First of all, once your tongue's peeling, I don't leave the fucking hospital or doctor until like the tongue's not peeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, that's 2
Yeah.
weeks. Fuck that,
Yeah, it was
dude.
definitely a lot of pain I was just dealing with. And then one day I ended up finding out finally what actually caused it because I woke up, drove 30 minutes to work, and I was like, man, I'm like really tired. I'm not really feeling good. And I was at work and I threw up at work. And this is like 2 weeks after the pain's finally gone. I throw up at work and I'm like, oh, I think I need to go home, boss. And he's like, yeah, get out. He's like, you look terrible. Get out of here. So I go home and I fall asleep and I tell my mom, she lives like 30 minutes away from me. I tell her what's going on, that I'm not feeling good and I feel real weird because this is right after, probably like 2 weeks after the tongue thing. So I'm telling her anything that happens to me.
Yeah.
And I end up waking up like 3 hours after I got home to my mom banging on my door, and my bed is completely full of piss.
Mm.
And I apparently was having seizures.
Oh my
So,
god, bro.
so I had a seizure in my sleep, which I bit my tongue. Is what ended up is what we found up happened.
Oh, wait a minute. First of all, what a fucking shiesty doctor. He doesn't like investigate it enough that he realizes you fucking is like, oh, I'm sorry, these teeth mark happen to be in there. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. So I ended up going to the hospital again, and then that's when they were just like, yeah, you definitely had a seizure. And then I think suppose there was a very, very fuzzy day for me. I don't know if you guys know much about seizures, but your brain just turns into like mush, like between the times that it happens, and it's kind of hard to remember exactly what happened. But supposedly, I even had another seizure in the hospital, and so that's what we ended up finding out. And the long story short, I bit my fucking tongue, and it hurt.
Dude. Yeah, I can.
Now,
I'm happy it didn't bite it off, honestly.
For real.
Now, is that also how you think Charlie Kirk died?
Oh no, that's a whole different story.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually really funny. I've been meaning to tell you guys this since I called you. I know you guys don't hate him, but you're not huge fans of Nick Fuentes. I actually found your guys' show because you spited Candace and posted the Nick Fuentes Candace interview.
Yeah.
And so when I first listened to that, I remember I listened to that, and then like a week later, one of your shows auto played, and I like heard it, and I'm like, oh, this must be like something from like Nick Fuentes or something. This is when I was first getting into him, looking him up.
Sure.
And then you guys started talking. I'm like, who the fuck are these guys? and so eventually, I just kept listening, and you got into it.
To be fair, I actually like Nick. I like his analysis of things that are going on and things that have happened. I just don't prescribe to his prognosis.
Yeah.
Well, that was always our biggest issue with Nick is like, dude has a lot. Look, he's a young dude. He's got the it factor when it comes to knowing how to build an audience. He knows how to play into and lean into the things that are going to get him popular. He stumbles upon some pretty good ideas, and he makes some really good observations sometimes along the way. The problem is he has no prescription for things that are legitimate, and most of all, his bedside manner is horrific. He doesn't know how to read the room, let's say. Now, I do think he's been a little bit better at that lately, but I think that's just coming with maturity.
He's very internet brained. Very internet brained for sure with how he talks. You can tell he came right out of a Call of Duty lobby from Xbox Live back in the day.
So what's the theory?
Yeah,
so a lot of times on Nick's show, he kind of says this almost in jest, but he says that he thinks that Candace Owens is actually in love with Charlie Kirk. And that got me thinking. I feel like all of these situations would actually completely make sense. And it would make more sense than the crazy Israel theory because it would like this happens in life all the time. What if Candace and Charlie were actually just having an affair? And that's how she gets all of this insider info that she can't tell you where she got it from because she got it from him from to her, but because she loved him so much she could not like come out and say that they had an affair because that would tarnish his legacy.
All right, here's my quick take on, and then Rex, I'll let you go from here. I think there's no way that could be the truth. With that being said, if we had to make a case for that, I can utilize that to maybe, and I don't think this is true, but I can utilize that to maybe justify her reaction and how she's handling all this for her actually being responsible. Because you're not saying she's actually responsible in some way for the killing.
No. I'm just saying that because of the fact that maybe Charlie was talking to Candace about being scared of being killed, and so like maybe Candace actually does have some sort of insider information that we don't have that's from Charlie, but she can't reveal that. It's hard to explain. I was thinking about it yesterday while I was mowing the lawn. Listening to your stuff yesterday.
Yeah, it's cool. No, we're always down for
I'm the kind of guy that I could debate anything, no matter whether I agree with it or not. So I just like to think of all these fun, stupid little ways that could make these things make sense because the world doesn't make sense a lot of the time.
Yeah, and I've actually mentioned like I think you could make the argument that if there is a conspiracy, she could be part of it. And I think that her role is actually to get Tyler Robinson off, not sexually. Maybe, but like, maybe that's her play. Is that okay?
You're jack him off. Sorry,
she does like white boys.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Mr. George Farmer. So I could see that being the thing is that her whole role in some kind of a conspiracy, if you're going to go down that role, is just sow a bunch of disinformation so all the guilty parties go free.
Yeah, because I was also listening to Dave Smith talk about, which I know you guys are hit and miss on Dave Smith. He obviously makes good points, but he's obviously also a damn libertarian. And
yeah.
But
Dave Smith's biggest problem is that he loves Dave Smith so much.
Yeah, but he was talking about the fact where Andrew Wilson in the debate said 75% sure that it was like this, and Dave did have the point that it's like, well, that's acquittal. So because it's either 100% or they get acquitted. And so you do have a point there for sure.
Well, if you're talking about the entire jury, yes, but typically they say that beyond a reasonable doubt to the individual is 75 to 85%.
Okay.
So if you're talking about the individual, then he would be right.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
And another thing, but okay, so keep it in context of the debate between Candace and Andrew. Okay, Andrew was 75. And Dave was like, okay, that's acquittal. How about Candace's 0? Yeah. Like, does that not raise like a red flag? Like, how about at least fucking 10, maybe 5?
You should never be able to say 0% in this world because, especially if you're in the conspiracy world and you're talking about conspiracies, how could you ever say 0% to anything?
Perfect answer, dude. Perfect.
Or 100. You know what I mean? 0 or 100 should be off the table.
Absolutely.
Right. I agree.
I mean, she obviously, and it's almost a little bit confusing too, because it's like, obviously everyone who's talking down on her is all talking about when she's talking about like her dreams or she felt the feelings. I felt this. I heard that Charlie came to me in a dream. He astral projected. But then when you watch that interview, like, the only person who talked about that kind of stuff was Andrew. She never brought up any of that. She only brought up what her version of the evidence was, which I also did turn off the interview because, or the debate because after about like an hour and a half, I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. He just wants to shit talk her, and she just wants to prove him wrong that he's not 100% guaranteeing that Tyler's the guy.
The biggest takeaway from that, as soon as, in a nutshell, for me, it was very simple. It was like, if you thought Andrew's take on things from the beginning and had a certain frame of mind, nothing changed for you after this debate. And if you believed what Candace believed always, or you were on the fence, or leaning more towards Candace, this after this debate, you were still with Candace. Nothing changed. Neither did a good job at all. Like, I feel like I could have done a better job, and that's not saying much.
And honestly, I was going into it thinking I never listened to Candace's show, so I only ever hear what she thinks through other people, which is a terrible way to hear it. So that's why I wanted to listen to this interview. And that Andrew Wilson guy did not convince me that she's batshit crazy. And so that's kind of what I was expecting to happen when I went into this interview. But I felt like she definitely did hold herself up very well in the situation. Especially in a situation where she's being paid $300,000 just so he could supposedly stomp on her, and he didn't.
No, but your take right there, I can understand that, because she definitely did normalize herself as much as she could possibly normalize herself. Here's the problem, though, Colton, is that I'm telling you, if you did watch her show, or shit, even if you went back and watched 15 minutes of the last 10 shows, okay, you would have a different outlook. You'd go, holy shit, look at the way she's acting. She's fucking nuts. Because it was such psycho, narcissist, typical narcissist behavior. She's a dude. She was, Rex, am I wrong there? Like, right? Was that a great way to say it? As far as, like, she did normalize herself for that moment, but her normalizing herself worked only if you're Colton and don't watch her. If you watch her, it made her more batshit crazy, dude.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll have to take it and watch a few episodes.
I mean, you could take her whole position on Charlie Kirk, where, you know, she thinks that Israel's involved, France is involved, the CIA, the FBI, the coroner, the surgeon, the security. So I mean, there's that kind of crazy. There's also bees involved in witches and underground tunnels and whatever. So there's that. She
astral projection. Can't forget the astral projection.
Yeah, she also thinks that Lindsay Clancy is innocent. And she also
getting started on that.
She also thinks dinosaurs weren't real.
Yeah.
Those three things alone should tell you she's as nutty as a squirrel house.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll have to maybe give her a chance, listen to a few episodes, because I just hate listening to other people's, because everyone's got an opinion, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, sometimes they're misleading, sometimes they have thoughts behind it, have an agenda behind giving this opinion. So I like to hear it straight from the people's mouth, especially after I started listening to Nick Fuentes. Everyone said, oh, he's just this evil guy, and I start listening to him, I'm like, no, he's actually a Christian guy who, when I first listened to him after Charlie Kirk was murdered, he was the first guy who was actually able to calm me down. When that happened that day, when I watched that video, I literally was shaking for the whole day. In, like, I don't know if it was rage, I don't know what feeling it was. But when he finally posted his first video after the Charlie Kirk shooting, he, like, talked people down. Because he knows his audience are the people that would maybe do something if he told them to. And he told people don't do anything. Like he's completely different than what people portray him as. And yeah, he says crazy shit and he'll shit talk his own people. And but he also he's a genuine Christian, and he doesn't want people to get hurt. And he's very, very clear about that.
Yeah, I believe that. I believe a lot of he teeters that line. And if you're not able to look at his shit with some nuance, it will trigger you if you don't agree with him, and you could label him as a lot of things. But again, I think we're smart enough, and you sound like you are as well, that we can see through the bullshit. I don't think he's this hateful, horrific human being. I don't think he's a danger. You know what I mean? I don't think he should be blackballed. Now, I do think he should. I think he has that. Like I said, he has that it factor. He could really catapult himself into an amazing position in life, a lot bigger than he is even now, in more of a let's call it a respected space. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he doesn't even need it for money. Maybe he doesn't need it for fame. But my point is, I'm making this up. If he ever did want to run for office, you know what I mean? He has the charisma and he has the pull power to be able to do something like that if he would just learn how to read the room, have a little bedside manner, learn to communicate his ideas in maybe a little more palatable fashion. You know what I'm saying? That would help him. But again, what the fuck do I know?
I just wish he would settle down with a nice young man and finally get it over with.
He's definitely very closeted. Well, hey guys, I gotta head back to work, so it was a great talking to you guys. I'll listen to the rest of the show. I'll
All right,
you guys
Thanks
later.
a lot, bro. Great to hear from you, buddy. There he is, Colton, baby. All right. Good job. Yeah, so fucking dude almost fucking lost his tongue.
Jesus.
Pretty cool.
Oh, Cassidy. Good.
Boom. Oh, nice. Cassidy's up. Bring him on. You want to bring him on? Cassidy, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, fellas?
Doing all right. Rex, by the way, Rex Cassidy, Rex.
What's up, kid?
How are you?
Good.
Oh, that's what I sound like? Shit.
No, you sound okay. You sound good, brother. Yeah. No sweat, man. So, yeah, did you see we were just we were talking a little bit about that dude Colton called in because man, dude, I don't know if you listen, you just started listening to us, but man, I had a fucking tooth issue a few days ago, so that's what he was referencing. I had the worst fucking tooth pain in the fucking world, so I got it fixed. I know you're probably going, oh my God, poor footer. No, don't worry about it, Cassidy. I got it fixed, and I'm still in a little pain, but I'll be okay. All
right.
That's why I was telling you.
Glad you're on the mend.
I am. I'm on the mend. Perfect. But while we have you, before we even get into talking about the things on our show, I want to tell everybody about the show. Just give them an idea of what you're doing.
So our show, like you said before, is called End of Watch Conversations. There's a million different cop shows that you'll find on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you want to watch it on, and they're all bitching about the job and complaining. Yeah, I bitch a little bit, but most of the time it's bringing the human aspect into policing. It's not a lot of people don't see that side. So that's kind of just what we want to talk about mostly. It's about my experiences, my opinions. It's, we don't go into current events or anything like that.
Yeah, that's cool. But you know what? But because I do have you here, though, I do want to, because I did mention you earlier as far as like, and we do get into a little bit of politics here. But we definitely, we're open to hearing things, but we do kind of bitch and moan. What happens is we get a lot of trolls in chat, a lot of really hardcore liberals that think that we're automatically MAGA because we have an American flag, or automatically assume shit. So they always talk shit right away. But
or just because I have Donald Trump tattooed on my testicle, whatever.
Yeah.
The best testicles.
Yeah. So the thing with we would, when I referenced you earlier, is like, look, New York is a perfect example how shit can change in a city when, let's just say, a mayor becomes liberal as opposed to a little more conservative. Like, let's say from like a Giuliani, a comparison to like a Dinkins or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or what was the fucking other dude that had the black son? What was the last one?
Oh, De Blasio.
De Blasio.
Yeah. He was terrible.
Yeah. Now, is it fair? Like, look, I'm sure. Have you been through 2 administrations when you were on the job?
I went through quite a few. I started out with Bloomberg, then de Blasio for 2 terms, then Adams, and I left right before this guy got in, Mamdani.
Oof. Okay. So let's just say, for instance, is there a change on the ground with the NYPD when these positions of power come in, or no?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I got on with Bloomberg, and you were still able to do your job. You're still able to be a cop. And then de Blasio came in, and all of a sudden we're all racist. We're all killing black people, 24/7. And then Adams came in, and he was just a corrupt piece of shit. So he just continued with the full on, cops are racist, because that's how he was when he was a cop. When he was a cop, he used to, if a white cop arrested a black person, he'd bring that black person into like a special room and ask them, hey, did that cop hurt you? Like, just trying to jam the cop up. And then, there was not a huge change, but you could definitely feel the change. And then once the whole COVID BLM started in 2020, there was a massive shift.
Bro, I remember being a kid, and shit. And you did you work with Mikey Toto?
Doesn't sound familiar.
No, Mike Toto. He's also Jay's boy. He was on the job for probably 25, 30 years. No, anyway.
No.
So, when we were young, look, I'm not gonna say we were great, the greatest of kids, but when we would fuck around. But you know what? Like, we would, for the most part, we would be respecting the cops. Even let's pretend that it wasn't even because we just respected the cops, because half of our uncles and cousins were cops and shit like that, possibly our dads. But we just, like, we were scared. You don't want to get fucking locked up. You don't want to the cop would fucking grab you. Believe me, you didn't want to get caught, right? So
that was the era where you had to be afraid of the cops, because they would smack you in the mouth if you said something stupid.
But then all of a sudden, it becomes where I'm watching these videos and shit on YouTube. There's cops sitting in the car. These fucking little fucking punks are coming up to the car. Fuck you, fucking you suck. Like, was that like an out of nowhere thing that all of a sudden started happening to you guys? Because I didn't see that being a slow burn. I mean, but I don't know.
I mean, it was. So I'm just going to go off the area that I worked in. I worked in Crown Heights. And when you hear Crown Heights, you think it's all Jewish. The area of Crown Heights that I worked in was not. It was predominantly black. So when I got there, I started to see like the gentrification. And that's when like the liberals started to move in, all the white people started to move in. And that's when like the tone really started to change. That's when all of a sudden we were getting flipped off constantly. We were getting yelled at, called racist on a daily basis, while we were there just policing, the neighborhood that was there before they got there. There was no issues like that. Yeah. Then all of a sudden the great white saviors came in, and they put it in the black people's heads that we were all racist, when really we're just enforcing the law. The law isn't racist, as much as people might say it is.
Yeah. Rex, you got any your questions?
Yeah. You said that you had worked all the way up until Mondani. Was his election sort of a pivotal point for you, or were you on your way out anyway?
No, I was on my way out anyway. It worked out perfect.
Were there other people that you knew that said I can't go along with this and quit because of Mamdani?
No, it wasn't their he wasn't their reason for leaving. The job just changed in general. Like it wasn't fun anymore. Like you could get in trouble for the tiniest things, and they would penalize you in ways that were just completely retarded. So we were just like, everybody was just packing their bags and leaving as soon as they could.
Yeah, you can't even throw a guy in the East River for no reason anymore.
I know.
You can't tune up a perp. You know what I mean? The old like the old days. You grab the old telephone book. If you wax in the back of the fucking mouth, wake this fucking young colored fella right up. But the thing is this though. I could imagine though. Think about this part, Rex. Like, forget, like, of course, getting written up, shit, possibly losing your job, all terrible things from just these little infractions. Think about the guy like you or whatever that's got 25 years in, right, or whatever, 20 years in. He's only got maybe a couple of more years to go for fucking retirement. Gets his nice fucking pension. He did his fucking time. Then all of a sudden, you have some liberal shitbag that decides to fucking, do something or report something and tarnish this person's career, and they lose everything they've worked for all these years. Or they bounce the fuck out right now. You know what I'm saying? And then let's just say it was a good cop too. Now they got you lose a good cop. And here it goes, fuck it. I'll take 85% of my fucking pension, but I'm not going to risk losing it all because of what's happening here. Like, that's got to be a terrible, terrible way to live your life. Plus, you're supposed to be going out there. You're risking your life every day. So it's not like you're going baking cookies every day. You already have enough stress. So, and at the end of the day, again, you work hard, you fucking put your life on the line every day. And your reward is at the end of the day, you did your service, you get a nice pension, and that shit's at risk because of somebody's fucking, thinking whatever, somebody leaning into some bullshit agenda. Like, you don't want to be made an example of and lose everything.
No, and that's why cops are leaving it to 20 mark. Like, it's not worth staying anymore. It used to be worth staying to get a higher pension, but now you leave there, you go into the private sector, you do something with zero stress like I'm doing now, and you live your life. You live, a stress-free life where you're not worrying about, like, oh, if I do this, I'm going to get in trouble and they're going to take 30 vacation days from me, or they're going to ship me to the precinct furthest away from my house so I have a 2-hour commute every day. It's just, it was time to go.
Well, that even happened to one of our ex-producers. He still is a fireman in the city, and he was, I think, in Lower Manhattan, I think originally, and he was telling a story about a woman he was saving out of a burning building, and the woman happened to have no clothes on, and he was saying that the paradox of, I'm a fireman, I'm doing my job, but I'm also a man, and I'm carrying a naked woman out, and he was just kind of having fun with her. But like, somebody
he was on our show. He was on our old show.
Yeah, that's what I said. He was an ex-producer.
Yeah, sorry.
And so somebody in his precinct or whatever had heard the show and got him in trouble for it, and he had to completely relocate to a different borough. I think he went down to Brooklyn, I think is where he gone, wherever Raccoon Lagoon is, whatever that is.
No, I don't know.
But so like, and they threatened him. They said, well, you're either going to move, you're going to retire, or you're going to lose everything. And it just seems crazy to me that you can have such a storied career of 10, 20, 30 years, and one thing that can happen that doesn't really actually have anything to do with your job, and you lose everything.
Yeah. It's sad. Like, there's things that happened in my career that put a black mark on my record, where I looked undesirable to people, or other units that I was trying to go to.
The shape. Oh,
no, unfortunately,
Does it show
up male pattern baldness.
Yeah, show up to every call with his cock out. Did that slip out again? I'm so sorry.
No, my thing, it wasn't even something that happened on the job. It was something that happened off the job, and it just got blown completely out of proportion by, third-party people, my union and union lawyers and shit.
Cassidy, I would not be a good talk show host if I did not ask you, can you share this with it? If you can't, you can't.
No, I can share it 100%.
Well, they're good. Yeah.
In 2011, my buddy was home from Iraq, so we went down to Ocean City, Maryland to celebrate. Mm-hmm. And while we were down there, we all got shit-faced. And I was Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's, so they were carrying me back because I was so fucked up. And while they were carrying me back, I'm not a tiny guy, so they propped me on a fence. So it sounds so stupid when I tell the story, but this is what happened. As I'm leaning on the fence, my buddy starts kicking the fence planks and breaking it out. Cops come, and me being a cop, I'm like, oh, they're not going to write a fellow officer or whatever. So I take the blame. And, as I'm having a conversation with the officer, his partner's behind me writing the summons. So whatever, I take the summons. It is what it is. I call my job. I do everything I'm supposed to do through all the channels that I'm supposed to go through.
Yeah.
They call me down for a department hearing for the ticket that I got. And as I was explaining it, my lawyer goes, listen, if they ask you if you were drinking, say no, because I could have gotten in trouble. So I'm like, all right, you're the lawyer. I'm going to listen to you.
Wait, you can't drink off the job?
Technically, no. Police officers are supposed to be fit for duty at all times.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you know that, Rex?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So we're supposed
And
to be
I'm
fit for
listening,
duty
by
at
the
all
way. I'm going to
times.
be off screen, but I'm listening. But keep going. I got my ears in.
We're supposed to be fit for duty at all times, but every function you go to is at a bar. So I go in for my hearing. They ask me if I was drinking. I say no. You know, there's a long pause before it. I look at my lawyer. He shakes his head like, just say no. So I say no. A year later, they get my testimony from when I went down to Maryland to fight the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And in that testimony, I testified to being highly intoxicated.
Oh, wow.
So now they call me back in a year later and they're questioning me about lying under oath.
Now it's an integrity issue. Okay.
Now, these hearings are called a GO-15. If you lie on a GO-15, you could get fired. So I advised the lawyer beforehand that I told the prior lawyer, hey, listen, I told him that I admitted to drinking, and he said, don't worry, it's not going to go that far. And here we are. So now it's your job to go in there and fucking fix it. Because I'm not losing my job for something your boy told me to do.
Right.
So I go in and they ask me again, and I admit to drinking. And at this point, we're just putting a Band-Aid on it, just amending it. Yeah. And they tell me, you're going to go down to the counseling unit. You're going to get a slap on the wrist. You'll be on your way. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go into the counseling unit like nothing's wrong. Within a half hour, they're calling all of my friends and family asking about my drinking problem. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is December of 2012. I hadn't had a drink since September. And they're like, yeah, there's no way you're a fucking drunk, accusing me of all this shit. And I'm like, whatever. So after all that said and done, they shipped me off to rehab. So this is right before Christmas. I beg and plead to not go for the full 28 days. They send me for 15 days, but the sergeant basically tells my wife that she should blow him as a thank you. Like this is just like how we treat our own. And
your wife, being a very nice person, wanted to show thanks. And okay, it doesn't go there. Okay, good.
No, it does not. It does not.
Whew, I got a little nervous.
So
I've been divorced. I've been divorced. No shit. The next line was so. Now after that, I've been divorced for 3 years.
So basically, what it comes down to is they pegged me as a liar because I was advised to lie, and they have me labeled as an alcoholic. So anytime I went for an interview with another unit, they'd be like, "Wow, you sound great, but you have this in your record, so there's really nothing that we can do." I look like I'm untrustworthy and a drunk. And I get it.
You know what I do. I'm gonna fucking play fucking foot of the lib here. I think. Okay.
Of course.
So, first of all, wrong, horrible. Let me ask you this though. Let me flip this around. Like you now go back into the regular cop guy. Do you think that sometimes that people that you do get arrested or that you do arrest or have arrested is that what maybe they mean when they say they get caught up in the system?
The people that I arrested got caught red-handed. But is there instances where I could see that happening? Absolutely.
Yeah, like this stigma has been put upon you now. And it has affected your whole life for the most part. I wonder how many times that happens to like to the perp that they were just like, man, if I could just gotten a little bit of a break or some context to what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Especially think about the young kids that get arrested for dumb shit, robbery. It's a felony. Now they're a felon for the rest of their life,
Yeah.
So yeah, that would technically be getting caught up in the system, but you really just got caught.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Rex, anything else on that or no, Rex?
No, not really. Like it does amaze me that there isn't any. Again, I know you said you got in trouble specifically for lying under oath. That was basically your issue. But like this whole situation in Maryland, you weren't in your district, you weren't in your state, you weren't in uniform. It just it amazes me that I guess it doesn't amaze me, but it astonishes me that that can kind of carry over to like I remember like even when I worked for Publix in Florida, like they would say the same thing. Like if you're wearing your shirt and you get into trouble, you can get fired from your. That never makes any sense to me. Even drug use. Like if I'm drinking or using drugs and I'm not on duty, how the hell does that have anything to do with my job performance? Like that whole you're always on the clock, you're always a cop kind of a thing.
Right.
I never understood.
No, I agree with that completely. But what it was I got a criminal court summons, and if they decided to look into me for anything and I didn't report it, I would have gotten in trouble regardless.
Yeah, no.
You know,
when you first say how you went
charge.
through all the channels, yeah, I'm in my head. I'm going that's definitely you gotta, you fucking got it. And especially with fucking the union, you would think, man, you would fucking think. First of all, what makes me sick is the fact of that. Let's say you did have to fucking jump through hoops and kind of do the dog and pony show as far as going to rehab. For them not getting that this is just part of the fucking process, or get what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? Is ridiculous. Like, there's no need to call the family. No need to make this. Look, let's just get him through the system. This is the avenue we had to take because of the little bump we had. And let's fucking move on here. Seal the records. And he's protected because he's in the union. And it's his privacy. Nobody needs to know that he, had an incident. We've dealt with it.
I mean, if you think about it, it could have been a violation of some HIPAA laws. But, unfortunately, since the department charges were hindering an investigation because I lied, unfit for duty, and there was another charge. I forget what it was. And at the end of it, they took 30 vacation days from me. And they wanted to fire me, but they didn't fire me, luckily. I had to go to rehab. I had to go to AA 4 times a week. I had to go to outpatient rehab 2 times a week for 6 months. So I was going to 6 meetings a week. I had Sunday off to myself. On top of working, they took my gun and shield. So I was sitting on a desk. I wasn't making any overtime. It was just like and then at the end of the 6 months, they lost my paperwork. So I got another 2 months of riding the desk. So it was a shitstorm just from the start. And then it followed me for the next 10 years of my career.
Yeah. Dude, fucking unbelievable. It just goes to show you. It's like, it's like what you tell your kids, you know what I mean? Like, I have kids, Rex has, we have teenagers. Like, you tell them, it's like, you don't understand how like one little fucking thing that really in the big picture, it's so insignificant to what happens at that moment until it's not.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Until it's fucking not. Then now we have a fucking major issue here. And unless you have like a bunch of the, again, almost the impossible situation, which is to have everybody be the fucking coolest people in the fucking world. You know what I'm saying? Along the fucking line that you have to go through to get this thing done. You're fuck, it sucks, man. That fucking sucks.
But it's over now, luckily, and that record won't carry over into my personal life, hopefully.
And well, nor should it, because you should be able to look, anybody out in the private sector that isn't willing to talk to someone that they're willing to hire and they trust. Put it this way: if you were willing to hire me, then you should want to know more about this and then take it into context. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or
don't judge a book by its cover.
Right. Again, you don't have to abide by the same rules as the union and all this shit in the private sector. You could just be
Footer
a human being.
Okay, I thought
look
it was
at me for who I am. No, that was me. Sorry, my fault. Am I back?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah. So see, like that. See now, everybody. That's the kind of interesting shit you're gonna see on Cassidy's show. You can see good stories.
We dive into the things that people don't see. Is basically what it is. The behind the scenes. I tell a lot of the dirty secrets about the job. And it's not bitching. It's just like, hey, this is how things go.
Yeah. Yeah. Rex, do you want to say, because I want to have you back, because I'd like to, again, Rex, if you want to do it now or maybe we should wait, because usually like on a Sunday, if you're free, we have a lot more flow coming in through YouTube and meaning live chat. And I have a feeling we do talk a lot about, a lot of the people talk about race and systemic racism and right, Rexy? Like a lot of people kind of in the chat bring that shit up. So I'd like to maybe go into maybe a little systemic racism because I don't believe that there is any. With that being said, I'm not naive to thinking that there's a bad apples. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. That might have an agenda. And but I think for the most part, you know what I'm saying? We should be really, really happy about how our law enforcement, does their job. I mean, am I wrong on that? At least, like for the most part.
To me, no, I don't think so.
Yeah,
really? You think there's a problem?
No. I'm saying you're not wrong.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I think there's a placation to an actual systemic anti-racism actually going the other way, and now it's breeding organic racism. So I think that's even a whole lot worse.
That's a whole other topic, and I agree with you 100%. And the people that are the new racists don't even realize that they are. They think they're the saviors.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now, Rex, do you Cassie, do you want to stay on? Do you want to continue to talk about shit like this? Do you want to do a little preview of the show? Rex, do you want to do that, or do you want to set it up for a whole nother show? Because we could do either.
Well, I think maybe we should sort of collect our thoughts and actually put together something that's a little bit
more fair to Cassidy, yeah,
and bring up some stories to actually react to. I think that would be good for sure.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. Can you want to do that with us? Maybe we'll you know what? Let's do that. Maybe can you do maybe we'll all do a reaction show together, and you'll be our expertise in law enforcement.
I'll never claim to be an expert, but I can give my opinion.
But this is what we'll do. We're gonna hype you as not. You know what? Thank you, Lieutenant Cassidy, Commissioner of New York City Police Department. Appreciate. We're gonna hype it up. You know what I'm saying? We can lie. You can't, but shit, we can. You know what I mean?
I can lie now, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. No, I'm teasing, but that might be fun because we do reaction videos once in a while. A lot of them are your typical, out of control, overweight black lady going crazy because her Wendy's said they were closed, and at 12, and she's there at 12:03. And expects for them to reopen the store for her. And this was the recent one that I saw that I wanted to throw up, was her screaming that all she wanted was a 4-piece nuggets for her and her baby. 4 for her and for her baby. And she's arguing at 12:15 at midnight, you know what I'm saying, in the morning. And in my head, I'm going, why does she have a baby eating chicken McNuggets at 12:15?
That was my first thought right there when you told me.
Yeah. But again, we're the racist. You know what I mean? What can I tell you? We're not allowed to even say that. How dare we? How dare we?
That's true.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
yeah,
Cassie,
I'm down for that.
All right, cool. Yeah, let's do that because again, we'll have something set up and we'll do it soon. We'll do it within the next week we'll get it. But so everybody make sure end of watch conversations. Where can they find something like when they get done with our show and they can pop over and listen?
So you could look for us here on YouTube, or we just started a Facebook page about 2 weeks ago and it blew up. We weren't expecting it. Not blew up, but for us
it did. Dude, it did great numbers, man. Rexy, he had like that and you know how it is, the first show of like, what the fuck? How are these people? Like, the algorithm was like, oh, first time? Let me give you a little taste.
Oh,
you know what I mean? They pushed them to everybody and their mother. Spotify did that fucking a couple of the first shows that we had, and it was like, oh my God. I'm like, we're gonna be rich. Again, I have a Harley Davidson and he has a new boat, so we do okay because of the show. But damn, I thought I would be in a yacht.
Listen, I'll be happy in a 1985 Maxima at this point.
I think we do this show right. We do some back and forths. Like I said, Rex just bought a new boat. I just bought a new Harley Davidson. I can at least get you to that level. After that, you're on your own, pal. I don't know what we could do. You know what I mean? I
appreciate it.
No problem. So again, everybody, end of watch conversation. Check him out on Facebook. Check him out on YouTube. And then they're gonna be collabing with us. We're gonna do a bunch of shows with them. We'll start off doing maybe a little reaction video. But yeah, man. So glad that we got to hook up, dude. I will text you all later on if you have any questions or you just want to bullshit. Give me a holler, man.
Sounds good, man. And thank you for having me on the show. I
Sure
appreciate
thing.
it.
Absolutely, anytime,
dude.
All right, have a good one.
All right, you too, brother. There he is, Cassidy. End of watch conversations. Check him out on YouTube. Check him out on Facebook. Yeah, dude, Rexy. I'll look him up. I forget what it was. Let me see what he. Listen to the numbers he got on the first show he posted to Facebook. It's perfect. We'll push you. Okay, look at this. A couple of the videos got like 20 to 30K, and like 5 to 7K likes
Oh, that's funny.
on Facebook on his first show. Him and his buddy, they were doing like what we did there first, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, bro, holy shit. You know, like and again, don't get me wrong. I hope it stays that way for him. And look, the bottom line is I talked to him a little bit yesterday, and when he was telling me, you know, look, Facebook is the same thing I tell people with YouTube. As annoying as it is, you have so many fucking eyeballs that are on there watching that even if you get 1% of that 100,000, that's a lot of fucking people that you can grab for one episode.
2,000 or 3,000, I think.
But you know what I mean?
Sure.
Anyway, yeah, definitely go check out Cassie. He's a real you see. He'll become, hopefully he'll become somewhat of a regular on the show. And we could you know,
well, there has been at least a dozen times that I can think of that we needed a police officer's perspective on something that was going on. So I'm hoping in the future that he will be able to do that. Barney Bill in chat, I hated when people were throwing water on the police and they couldn't defend themselves. It was just fucking disgusting.
Great example too of what I meant before, like, yeah, giving the finger, you know, throwing water. God, I mean, there was a point, do you remember, Rex, where it was during the O&A days, so I want to say maybe anywhere from like 2008 to 2016, where their cops were getting fucking assassinated on like a regular basis.
Oh yeah, there was the two that were shot in their car
in Philly.
Yeah, I think.
No, or New York.
No, the one in New York was the it was on the Brooklyn Bridge, and the guy got hit in the head with a freaking cinder block or something like that.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, God, I can only imagine. And like I was, well, what I said to him, I go, you know, forget all the stresses of your daily. I'm putting on the uniform. You know, I'm already somewhat as a target for physical harm.
Yeah.
And then I'm putting myself into situations on the most part that could turn into physical harm.
Yeah.
Now I need to worry about my if I somehow skirt the physical hurt, I now have to worry about this collateral damage. You know what I'm saying?
It was in NYC, the two guys that got shot.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right. It was in their car. Right. They were sitting in the car. They came up and fucking assassinated. Again, it's just it's very hard for me to not empathize or sympathize with police. You know what I mean? Look,
yeah,
I get it. Okay, shit, we got a lot of stuff to do, but man, I'd like to know this too. I was sitting in the same spot a few days prior. It could have been, of course. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So scary. But Rex, have you heard of one thing? I know, is Veronix Gaming in chat? Veronix, if you're in chat, I need to know how many people are being arrested by ICE that aren't illegal immigrants. Meaning, like, what's their margin of error here?
Now, do you mean detained or arrested?
Well, there was one, let's say, like one of the soldiers that were on the boat. By the way, we didn't talk about that. The horrible, the Navy ship. The guys were being treated horrible. They were on the fucking, you know, they were on the boat for like 9 months or something.
Oh, the people out in the, again, I don't know how awful they were being treated, but
well, they weren't getting any. They didn't get any relief. You know what I'm saying? They were supposed to, you know, do their tour. You know, and then get back. And then a lot of them were having mental health issues because of it. Now, again, man up, soldier. Yeah, I get that. But the point was they weren't manning up. You know what I'm saying? So obviously that's, you don't want that guy in the sea, or you don't want the guy defending the country. You know my point?
Yeah. Again, I think a lot of it was overblown just because it was an opportunity. But yeah, you're in the fucking Navy. You're on a fucking multi-billion-dollar boat. You're fine.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Okay. Look, this is my thing. Yes, you're 100% right. Guess what, though? They can't. So that's, and let's put them down for it. Then that's the pussy you don't want out there protecting. You know my point?
Yeah.
So either way, you got to get that fucking, you got to do something about that. You can't have that, is what my point was.
Colonel says when you let women into the service, quality goes down. And again, I don't have a problem with
women. I don't know.
Oh, again, I don't have a problem with women at all. They just shouldn't be in combat roles. Is my opinion, and that's true even with police officers. I don't care if they're police officers, but they shouldn't be beat cops.
No, or guess what? Or guess what? You want me to grant you? I can grant you a woman beat cop, but I have some parameters. Fair?
Sure. What are your parameters?
Over 6'2", 230.
Again, that's fine. My reasoning is because I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm allowing a woman to be my defense. Like that's
right, no, I understand, but you know where I kind of made I kind of even granted it because of the gun. So you know what I mean? You have to be bigger than the average. So if I give you, let's make it 6'3", 250, okay, and have a gun, then I feel like you might be just as good as the 5'7", 140 cop with the gun. I may be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But that would be my gauge.
Yeah, and even if you are a woman at 6'3", 250 or whatever, it's not going to be muscle.
No, I know, dude. As soon as I said it, I just pictured every lady yelling about her chicken McNuggets, and her 2-year-old on her hip at 1 a.m. in the morning. So Don't get me wrong. Believe me, as I was describing it, I basically, I was basically in my head, I was trying to picture what was remember Police Academy? What was the big black guy? His name?
Well, he wasn't black, but you're talking. Oh yeah, Hightower.
Yeah, right. I pictured Hightower in a wig. Like, if that's that, I'm cool with that. Ryan Beans, what's up, bro? Why is the clown on the right? That's me. So fucking loud. I don't know. Sometimes you know what? I'll tell you. Because my mic, I have a very low speaking voice, so my mic is kind of set for this. But sometimes I get excited. Hey, Ryan Beans, go fuck yourself. How's that? I'm sorry.
Welcome to the show, Ryan. I appreciate
Welcome to the show, Ryan. I'm teasing. Now, Veronica, are you breastfeeding the boy? I'm sorry. I'm being silly right now. Cassidy got me silly. I don't know why.
That's all right.
First of all, why you call me a halfwit?
That's generous.
New York people
like to yell in the library.
Yeah, I'm a little. I don't know. I'm a little giddy. I'm fucking tired. I'm a little giddy, I think.
Well, maybe you'll like this. The story about El Sayed was on Jesse Waters, and again, there was a lot of weirdness that happened, a lot of pivoting, and he does the. Well, I don't want to talk about that, but this is what I think. And Jesse Waters was really good about keeping him in. Now, this particular clip is a little bit insane because he equivocates castrating little kids to circumcision. So I'm just curious. Number
one extremely sexy, one is mutilation to a child.
Well, I mean, again, I don't know. I'm circumcised. Well, I've seen it many times, but I don't think we should rule out somebody just because they're not.
How do you know that was the? See, I wanted you to have to think about which was the sexy one and which wasn't.
Well, again, if you're talking about one to the other, then you're an absolute psychopath, and I don't grant you that. So
you see, I told you they fucking fucked up people. 1.3 rating. Hit them.
Rotten teeth.
Yeah. did they say that? I missed that one. Fuck. Was that new?
No, that was the same one. Yeah, I put him with his rotten teeth.
How did I miss that?
I don't know.
No, first of all, that's how no, it's because I don't have rotten teeth that this is happening. Like, I really should fucking no, nobody cares. Go ahead.
All right, so here's El Sayed on Jesse.
Somebody said something so dumb the other day, though. But go ahead.
Changes for minors. Do you support that?
Look, I remember having great conversations with my conservative friends about right-to-try legislation. The idea that the government shouldn't tell you what kind of health care you should have. I just think the government shouldn't tell you what kind of health care you should have. And if you're a minor,
you want to try on kids?
Now, if you disagree with that, if you disagree that healthcare decisions need to be made by a doctor and their parents and a patient, then we think we agree to disagree. But you want to put government inside.
So Abdul,
okay, I'm so confused. So if you want a doctor, the patient, and parents to be involved,
yeah,
he disagrees with that?
No, he's his position, again, his real position, because he's a Muslim, we know what it is. But since he's running as a Democrat, even though he was a socialist, he's got to allow the wiggle room for transgender people to be affirmed even as children. So he's trying to equivocate right to try, which is something that the Republicans are for.
Even his own shitbag fake cult Islam wouldn't be okay with him. So he's either a shitbag human or a shitty Muslim.
It's both, actually, because there was even another clip of him that he was trying to do like a broad appeal kind of an interview or whatever, and he has a collection of like Qurans or whatever. They're like, well, let's move that out of the way because I want it to be more secular. So he's just a shitbag all around. He just lies like a rug. Go ahead.
Good one.
Nice.
You're a doctor, right?
Selectively. I am.
So you think it's okay for a parent to slash his kid's thing-a-ling off? You think that's okay?
I mean, do you really want to have this conversation? Are you circumcised?
Yeah, but I mean,
pull it out,
personal
Jesse.
Question,
okay,
doctor.
So you probably should want to move on.
Is circumcision's different than castration?
I think it's a problem. It's a problem that you.
Please, even so. Let me get this straight. What if Jesse said, "No, I'm unclipped. Okay, my cock looks like fucking Snuffleupagus." All right. What if that's what he said? Then he'd be like, "Okay, let's dig deeper into this conversation. Straighten his tie and forge on through." What are we doing here?
Yeah, again, the equivocation is just amazing. And it's almost like saying, if you have, like, say a growth down there that you're having removed, that's the same thing as removing the whole thing. Like, and
you want to hear here's the kicker to all this. The preface to him saying this statement was, "I sure am a doctor. I asked Columbia University."
How about your patient?
Sure, that makes it a lot worse.
Yeah,
trust me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, good.
Think that you get to decide what happens between a parent, a doctor, and a patient. And I'm just saying that, yes, circumcision is surgery on a kid's ding-a-ling. So if you really want to bring that up, you can. I just think you guys are really selective about how you want to talk about these things.
Abdul, Michigan's not going for that. That is sick stuff.
All right, Jesse, relax.
Well, and actually the reaction from this interview is even worse.
They took my
So sad.
Oh, boy.
So stupid.
Really is. It's a great line. They took my thumb, Charlie. It's a fucking funny line.
I didn't even realize that was Eric Roberts until I was doing that today.
Yeah.
God, what a fucking disaster he turned out. Dude, like I don't know how that, like, well, I mean, even Julia Roberts' sister is
I
not
blame her.
But like they all had like their skin went bad and their jaw like bulged out and they're like, I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, no, well, Julia Roberts looks like Mac the Knife. She has Mac the Knife face.
Yeah, they're all getting fucking George Floyd jaw.
Yeah. He goes, "Okay, I'm ready for the would you rather." All right, give us a minute here. Give us a minute, pal. Barney Bell says Muslims don't like being clipped. It's for the Jews. That's true. But again, it just really does, though, send you. See, man, I would love to just blame it on Islam. You know what I mean? Because that's my thing. But unfortunately, it really is this mentality of this really liberal Not all, because there's a lot of people that are liberal or Democrats that don't agree with mutilation of people's bodies. With that being said, unfortunately, for them to be somewhat loyal, even at the polling booths, you know, they're going to have to hit the lever for you know, for somebody that can be very, very fucking dangerous.
Well, you hit the nail on the head. Like, you know, you have the DSA, the Democrat Socialists, you have Muslims, you have the LGBTQ. You have a lot of people that aren't necessarily of the mindset of the Democrats. However, they know that their only way they can't create a third party. It's the same reason that libertarians have grifted into the Republicans, is that they know they can't form a third party. So their only way in is to sort of clone their real ideology, force it into either the Democrats or the Republicans, and then force that organization or that group of people to come to their side, take their defense. And since the Democrats don't really have any morals or compass or whatever, they know that that's the way to go, because all they want is power. So as long as they can sort of have a symbiotic relationship between, again, DSA or whatever it is, with the Democratic Party and just get to that position, they'll throw out the Democratic whatever ideologies they do have left that are sort of inherent of the left side. They'll get rid of that, and then they'll install their own thoughts.
Yeah. Any other things with this guy?
No, there was there was a lot of different clippable stuff out of that. I just pulled that particular one. You know, again, he's very slick. He's going to be a problem. You know, oh, hey, what's up, Glenn?
What's up, Glenn?
You know, I'm hoping that if Mike Rogers,
boom, John Stevenson, what up, peeps? Sorry, Rex.
It's fine for John. Seriously, you're gonna apologize for introducing John Stevenson? It's totally fine. If Mike Rogers can sort of nip this in the bud, and knock El Sayed out, that'll help. But if he gets into Congress, he'll definitely be a problem presidential. Probably, yeah, I'm gonna go 2034.
Yeah. And can I ask something too? John and like Glenn, are you just getting the alert now that we're on? Because I'm curious to know. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, because we talk about things that YouTube doesn't like, so they're shadow banning us. I've even seen that in the shorts, in the numbers for shorts too. Jamie Raskin, he's got a great head of hair, that guy. You know, we typically will get between, you know, again, sometimes 500, sometimes multiple thousands of our shorts, the clips of the show. And that's completely fell off the table. So I know what's going on. So we just got to
Rex takes it so personal. Meanwhile, all we have to do is like somehow like just switch the it's not like we can manipulate them. You know what I'm saying? But then they'll just catch us again. And it really is just a cat and mouse game that you have to play. But there are ways to get around it. Didn't even get the alert, and alert is on. Yeah, we're getting shadow banned right now.
Yeah, it's all right. What are you gonna
We'll have to figure it out. Yeah, we'll I don't know. I'll look it up and we'll figure out something.
Yeah. So anyway, well, number one, like, you know, I did a trial thing with one of the generators or whatever for Would You Rather. That's run out. So now I had to completely build one for the Would You Rather.
had a problem.
Well, again, it's fine. I like doing it or whatever. But so this is a new and I would argue improved version of it. And the reason I say specifically that we made this for Veronix is that this is a torture edition of Would You Rather. So I figured we'll appeal to his psychopathy and we'll indulge what torture you would rather. Would you rather? Would you rather? Would you rather?
Copperhead Road's Would You Rather? Special Torture Edition. Here are 10 questions to ask strangers, kids, and the elderly. Would you rather get paper cuts in between each finger or have all your nails cut too short?
Fuck. Both of them are terrible.
Now our daughter said that she would go with nails too short because she'd chews them down so far anyway, it wouldn't affect her. But I can't do the nails. I have to go paper cut.
I'm gonna go nails. I don't like the fact that when they get too short, like if you pull it too short and you get that little meep meep. But I'm gonna go nails too short. No one wants to get fucking paper cuts between the fucking. That's insane. Can't do
I'll
that.
go paper cuts. The only problem with the paper cut is, again, you're doing it 8 times. So the process is a little bit. But again, if you're tied down and somebody else is doing it, I guess it would be fine. But doing it yourself would be tough. But I'm gonna go paper cut. What about you, woman?
I'm going nails.
Of course. Bunch of facts.
Yeah, I'm going nails too.
All right. Good.
Would you rather sneeze with a needle near your eye or have your teeth tapped with a hammer?
Fuck. Right at this point, needle with the eye. I'm fighting this thing. Again, believe me, even now through the whole show, I get little twinges. I panic. So yeah, I'll fuck at this point lose an eye. I can't. No more fucking tooth.
Well, again, there is a chance that the needle doesn't go anywhere. My daughter asked me, well, how close is the needle? And I said, well, if you blink your eyes, your eyelash would touch the needle. So that's how close the needle is to your eye. I think that's reasonable. And as far as the tapping of the hammer, now it has to be done by somebody else. You're not the person tapping. So it's up to their discretion how hard they're hitting. That being said, I'm gonna. Oh fuck! I just thought about it. I don't know, and I'm the one who came up with the question. And I still don't have an answer. Yeah, Glenn says I would rather drive a sharp stick into my eyeball and jiggle it around. Yeah, you're out of your mind, Glenn. I'm gonna go hammer.
Wow.
Well, the way you sneeze, I would go hammer too.
Fuck you.
Wow.
She's right there. I am a violent sneezer.
Oh, I didn't doubt that.
Yeah, John Stevenson, he goes hammer too. What about you, woman? I mean, either way, like you're potentially dealing with a lifelong issue.
Well, I mean, one could be fixed. You can fix the teeth there easier than the eye.
That's true. That's true. So it's another point in my favor.
Yeah, I didn't say it wasn't. I'm just saying I'm just not prepared for any teeth right now. I just got enough.
Yeah, Veronica's is going needle. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm going needle.
I'll go hammer.
John Stevens is going hammer. Barney Bell is going hammer.
I'll just get a fake tooth like Gerald from Louder.
Can you get one that's the same color as the other ones? God, is that thing fucking weird.
Barney Bell doesn't have teeth. That's okay, buddy.
Yeah, so I think you're qualified for the question.
Might be.
I'm not going to bust up your dentures. All right, go ahead.
Would you rather have 2 eyelashes plucked or have your eyebrows shaved?
This one's clearly a vanity.
Yeah, 2 eyelashes plucked easily.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're going pain over looks.
Fuck, I'll pluck the fuck out of them right now. I don't give a shit.
Out of your eyelashes, not your eyebrow.
Yeah, I know the fucking right here. I'll fucking do it right now. Fucking pluck one right now. I gotta be careful. I don't want to grab like 7.
Yeah. Well, don't do any of it. You have to prove yourself. This isn't hosted by Joe Rogan.
Yeah, fucking.
I'm definitely going eyebrows. The idea of somebody freaking reaching in and pulling out eyelashes is insane.
Oh, wait, pull out your fucking eyelashes. Who cares? Being such a fucking queer.
No.
I can take it too. Me and Veronica's. Yeah. We'll take the eyelashes. Jen?
You know, if it's only 2, I'll do the eyelashes.
All right.
Boom. Yeah,
Good.
Brooks would be fucking no eyebrow and have a motherfucker.
Happy, sad.
Would you rather dip your hand in boiling water for a split second or get a tattoo behind your knee?
I mean, I would do either one. I'll do the tattoo behind the knee just because then at least I have a cool tattoo behind my knee.
You'll dip your hand in boiling water?
I would. Quick.
I'm going, I'm going to go hand in the boiling water only because, oh, and by the way, I decided the tattoo is a 2-inch description of, or it's a 2-inch picture of Ray Liotta's face. So that's
first of all, you don't just add stipulations if it's not in text on the question. It doesn't. You're not just going to start adding shit.
But I mean, you can't just be like, oh, well, I'm just going to do a dot. It's got to be.
That's what I said.
The tattoo has got to be qualified.
Again, listen. Then you need to maybe take a little more fucking time and thought into your fucking questions, pal.
Well, then what do you think the tattoo should be?
Truth, anything you want, the size of at least the size of a silver dollar.
That's fine. That's a stipulation I can go with. But either way, it can't just be a dot.
Fine. Yeah, Jen, you're out.
Veronica's going boiling water. Hey, I'll go boiling water too. Just because, again, the time.
Yeah, I'm going tat.
I'm gonna go tat.
All right.
Would you rather get choked out by an MMA fighter or knocked out by a boxer?
Choked out for sure. Easy. Choke me the fuck out. I'll come and fucking go right out. I'll come like a banshee and I'll snooze for the rest of the fucking afternoon. Nah, yeah, definitely fucking choked out. You know what I mean?
See you later,
hey,
Cass.
Later, Cass. Something is said.
All right, everybody else going. I'm going to go to knocked out. What the fuck?
What? It's not. No one's impressed by you. That. Stop it.
No, I'm just going. I'm just doing. Going.
Why?
Why not?
Jen, are you gonna get knocked out or choked out?
I'm gonna get choked out.
Nice.
I was gonna say, yeah, she's too pretty to be fucking taking a shot to the mouth. Oh my.
Would you rather have a toe twisted until it breaks or a finger until it breaks?
This one's easy. It's finger.
What?
You got to go finger.
I'm going toe.
Yeah, but you're walking on your toe all the time.
Yeah, that was my thought. No, that was my thought right away. Finger. Once you affirm that yeah, you got to walk on the toe, you're 100% right.
Yeah, you got to go finger. Oh, Team Hype decided to join it. I knew it. This guy would be something strange for a piece of change. I don't know what that means. Do not know what that means, you psycho.
Oh, he probably walked in. I was going, yeah, I'm coming.
And Glenn, depending on who's the boxer, it doesn't matter. It's somebody who's going to knock you out. Does it matter?
Really? He's like, oh, I don't allow black people to knock me out. It's a race thing. Yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
I only allow more. It has to be an Asian in a Muay Thai fight, and then I'm okay.
Yeah, John Stevens says I've broke both. The toe was worse. Yeah, again, you gotta go hand on this.
All right.
Mine was probably the foot was the fifth metatarsal, and my foot was the worst pain. That shit fucking is horrible.
Yeah, gotta go finger.
All right, I'll take John's advice. I'll do the pinky.
Would you rather have a red hot ball bearing dropped in your ear or have dry ice put on your tongue?
Oh, definitely the tongue. Oh, I'll end up like fucking Colton, but little callback. Yeah, I don't fuck with ear shit either. Ear shit can be fucking hurt. Am I having a stroke?
No, I'm just thinking about it. I was also reading Veronica says, I'll do the twisting. Hey, we decide who twists, not you.
John Stevens is going tongue.
Man, I guess I'll go tongue, only because again the damage to the ear could be permanent.
Yeah. Now, could the tongue be permanent? Like you're talking about this all the time?
I mean, I guess it could be. I mean, dry ice is dangerous shit.
And maybe just the tip, you know. So if you could just cut that tip off of your tongue, and you should be okay.
Well, I mean, it's got to get placed on your tongue, so it's not going to balance on the tip.
Yeah, like on the tip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Glenn Lowry's saying dry ice. Veronica's saying dry ice. Yeah, I'm gonna go dry ice as well.
Yeah, I'll go dry ice.
I guess, but ingrown freaking taste buds are awful. Imagine your whole tongue like that. Ooh.
Colton can.
Barney called you Sylvester the cat.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go tongue.
We'll all go tongue. Hey, big
Would you rather eat a roadkill skunk or a chunk of your own flesh?
Chunk of my own flesh.
What?
The genuine horror and then Jen's reaction was fucking perfect. Yes.
I'll do the roadkill skunk.
Yeah, because I
overcook the hell out of it.
Okay, but you don't see me being as judgy, am I? No.
Well, again, I don't want to completely cast myself out of heaven, so I'll go with the roadkill skunk.
And I don't want a chunk missing off me if I can help it.
Oh, you take it from the fucking. You take it from the back of your knee where you got your tattoo.
Take it from the love handle.
Yeah. Oh my god! I could fucking shit. It would be like eating a fucking ribeye.
Yeah, isn't the well? I guess you're not a Catholic, but isn't that the thing you have to enter heaven whole?
I mean, I don't know that verse, but
not heaven's whole. That's a different thing.
It's the name of my punk band in high school.
Yeah, I'm definitely going skunk here.
All right, fine.
Yeah, and Veronic's a chunk will grow back. Have you ever seen the forearm of somebody who's gone through a sex reassignment? That doesn't grow back.
I haven't, by the way.
They look like Quint's side and Jaws. I'm going skunk. You're going flesh. You're going skunk.
Yep.
All right. Good.
It'd be a nice Thanksgiving dinner.
Would you rather baseball slide on pavement or belly flop on pavement?
Oof.
No, I put baseball slide, but I realized that could be either chest first or leg first.
Well, you're thinking leg first when you say baseball slide, you know. Unless usually a slide for baseball is what you think of a slide. But you know, if you're going to slide the other way, it'd be a head first slide. It's like almost a little preface. Yeah.
I mean, belly flop, you're breaking ribs. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, my fucking ribs are like fucking chicken bones. They fucking snap.
Yeah, and it's not one of those things where you can catch yourself with your. Well, how high is the flop? We're not asking you to jump off a diving board. It's you're in a standing position. You're jumping up and catching yourself with your torso. Like you can't stop it with your hands.
Yeah, can we grease the pavement?
It's gravel.
Gravel.
No, you can't grease it, and it's as new as the pavement on Charlie Kirk's murder site. All
right, I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna baseball slide. I was normally gonna belly flop, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah,
but if it's new, yeah, I feel like I've done it as a kid. You know, playing like street fucking. You know.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
And again, I think it goes without saying that you're doing all of this both nude.
God, and by the way, God, our fucking listeners are fucking like, God, they had a lot of shit going wrong with them.
Yeah, fucking, it's a fucking scratch and dent sale.
Really is fucking George. Oh, the gangrene I had never fucking grew back. This guy, the other guy's tongue's fucking turning black and blue. Yeah. God only knows what the rest of you fucking lunatics fucking have going on. Fucking Barney's got no teeth. What's happening? Jesus, people.
Yeah, Veronix is so smooth going with the slide. Then, yeah, I mean, again, you're
That's what I'm
talking
doing.
about external versus internal injury. You got to go slide.
Yeah, I'm gonna go slide. I'm gonna go
That's-
slide.
All right, last one.
Would you rather pull out your own tooth or pull out your own fingernail?
Is either one on the cusp of coming out?
No, and that was another thing. Like, I had this conversation with both Jen and my daughter, and they're like, "Well, I've pulled my tooth out." Okay, we're not talking about when you're fucking 6 and your primary teeth are fucking getting pulled out. We're talking about pulling out tooth, root, and branch.
I'm going fingernail then.
Oh, god damn it! No way. I'm going tooth.
Nah, fuck. I don't know. And we're talking no Novocaine, no nothing.
No. And Veronix, this is about you because you like fucking torture and pain. No, we're not. This isn't This isn't fucking 60 minutes with Veronix and Morley Safer. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna all watch you get your ass kicked by Baquan.
We agree with you. We agree with you, but we'll know you lose because he's older and smarter. We won't feel happy about that, but we're finding the solace that you're losing. Barney Bill said I lost 3-toe in mower accident. He's got no teeth. You're missing 3 toes. Jesus Christ. This poor man.
Barney, there's no way. Okay.
And did you lose? Maybe he lost toe 3, not 3 toes. You know what I'm saying?
No, how do you lose a middle toe with a lawnmower accident? What are you propping a toe up? Like, how do you? Number one, there is
maybe he was drinking tea with his feet, and he had to put a little.
Well, here's the deal, though. Like, you don't lose your toe in a mowing accident. You lose a toe because you're fucking stupid. Wow. Like, there's no, I accidentally stuck my toe underneath a mower. Like, I know a guy, we call him Big John. He lost 3 of his fingers in a snowblower. Okay, that's not an accident. You're just a fucking retard and reached into a running snowblower.
Fucking stupid, John Stevenson. You're really dumb. Goes by the name Lucky. Barney Lucky Bell.
You know, and I've also had enough. Like, I don't understand the luck of the Irish. What about being Irish is lucky?
Fully gloves.
But they almost died because of a root. They have the skin fucking. Oh, what, you got a problem with me because I'm talking about half of you?
Well, you're looking right at me, so
I wasn't. I was looking over here. My one good eye was looking over there.
Your ass.
No, my eye. Damn, I should have gone with the freaking needle in the eye. I could just use my glass eye.
You're exposed.
Veronix, if I design some, you'll get the channel banned and everyone will
AI slop. Get it?
I get it. That's funny.
AI slop.
EYE.
Yeah. If I design some, you'll get the channel banned and everyone will question my sanity. Well, first, half of that's already done.
Yeah. We already question your sanity.
Yeah. John Stevens says Irish luck, no hangovers. Oh, okay. That's what that means.
They can't fucking sing. Their food sucks.
Wow. Freckled cocks. You see, you told you he's gay. You saw Irish dicks.
What?
Freckles. I have freckles.
Yeah, I said you don't have a cock. Well,
That's
you know,
true.
let me not judge. Let me not judge. What you two do in your own home is up to you.
That realization was almost the reason we got divorced. So you going tooth or fingernail?
Take out my fingernail.
Me too.
I'm definitely going tooth.
Okay.
Dude, could you imagine just like grabbing your fingernail with a pair of pliers? And I mean, you can't pull it straight out. You got to lift up first to pull it away from the nail bed.
And shimmy side to side.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I know. And John Stevens said, I had pierogies yesterday. That's not Irish. Pierogies
are you having a stroke today? What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, pierogies. Anyway. That's Polish, isn't it?
Yeah. 99.9% sure.
Yeah,
But if you said like, oh, they're
so you're acquitted.
Yeah, exactly. All right, unbelievable. Well, we did okay. You know, had a good run. Heard from our man Colt. You know,
Yeah. Nice to meet and talk to Cassidy.
Exactly.
Cassidy, that was great.
Yeah, that was really cool. And don't forget, guys, make sure you check out his show, End of Watch Conversations. You can check him out on YouTube and Facebook, and we'll be doing some more stuff with him. As always, guys, Veronix, Barney Bell, Glenn Lowry, John Stevenson, Mud Butters. I already got Veronix. Shit, we had a bunch of people in there today.
Colonel.
Team Colonel's in there. Team Hype is in there. Yeah. Everybody, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless you all.
If you're listening on iTunes, iHeart, Spotify, YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Not that it matters on YouTube, of course, but come on over to Rumble. Buy the premium package. It's so worth it. Good night, everybody. Why is the clown on the right so loud?
Guys, by the way, make sure you run and hit that like button if you didn't, please.
John Stevenson says some Irish whiskey and pierogies. Jesus Christ. That's a rough sell.
Yeah. Shit's going to be horrible.
Yawn. Barney, I lost half a kidney too.
God bless you, buddy.
What, in a sword fight? How do you lose half a kidney in a car accident? In a bet?
Talk back hard.
Yeah, but how do you half a kidney? I can see you losing a whole kidney.
Cancer. Way to go, Rex.
That was probably his fault.